Welcome to another edition of Kicking It with the Brothers. The boys are here. We are in the last Monday. Oh, excuse me. We got 2 more Mondays left in July, which also means we got a little bit left in transfer window. But thank God none of my brothers are going anywhere right now. They holding it down. My boy Deion in the Bay, the Barca boy. 1, 2, it don't matter. The traditionalist, Laporta's right-hand man thus far. Charles, 15. Welcome back, bro. How you feeling?
First off, I am definitely Barca boy number one. But today is a special day. This
Okay.
is you. I think I hope Deion's okay with this. Like I was really thinking about this. I'm like, you can call us many things. You can call us the Barca boys. You can call us the Saudi boys, soon to be.
Oh yeah.
We're
KIS.
definitely about to be the Saudi boys.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the one pod all year. I think it's okay. You can call us the Tottenham boys just for this one pod.
What you can't do, I'm not letting you call Charles a traditionalist. I didn't like that in the slightest. I didn't like that in the slightest. Or keep that one in the back.
Listen, I got a lot of. Oh yeah. Speaking of traditionalists, they was at me this weekend. Good gracious, boy.
But only people you can call them is like Trump, Biden, and these old white folks. They love their traditions.
They got at me this weekend. I just asked some questions. How you defining us? And what America do
Oh,
you
he was spicy on the street.
Oh, on the timeline?
What
Yeah.
America do they want to restore? That's all I'm
He
asking.
rode down to the South and got spicy. He felt it in an environment he was in.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to get involved in that because of what your president does to black people. So I decided I thought I'd just let you know. No, you was out there twerking for arrest black people 1 and 2, Kamala and Joe.
No, that's a whole nother pod.
Throw the key away, Harris.
Speaking of throwing the key away, throw the key away, Harris. That's wild. Talking about her, man. I understand it though.
Not that wild. Listen, I grew up in the Bay. It's not that wild for me to say anything about her as a district attorney. It ain't that wild at all.
Hey,
I didn't make the decision. I'm pro weed. I didn't arrest nobody.
Oh man. All right. So speaking of throwing the book at somebody, the Saudi, wow, I just cannot believe this. Mbappe, as of it was 6 hours ago, the number that has come in and been reported by several outlets is now up to $1 billion. If I'm not mistaken, I'm making sure I'm reading this correctly. 333 for the transfer fee has been accepted by PSG, and the 766 and change, whatever, would be the contract for 1 year. Kylian Mbappe, they say that right now he may be the best talent in all of football.
Who is they? Who is that?
Lots of folks. He was rated #1 footballer before
I've never heard anybody say that.
Yes, he was before the World Cup. That's what
Alexi Lawless?
Hey, those Americans. Listen, that's how folks think of the best European in the world. That's what they say. So
that's a lot different than best. Like that's just a completely different statement than the one you said prior.
I just said he's the best European in the world. That's what they say.
I think that originally you said the most talented soccer player in the world or something like that, which includes Lionel
Messi. Well, we'll talk about him in a little bit.
Is there another one?
No, the GOAT that is. But let's focus on Kylian real quick. $1 billion, Charles. Why is Kylian Mbappe still in Paris right now and riding Giannis Antetokounmpo back on the top?
One, I just want to really congratulate the Saudis. Like this is like one of the
flex
money. No, laundering $1 billion in front of people is beautiful. Just call it what it is. Laundering. Yeah. Actually, we might need to delete that if we're trying to be the Saudi boys. I ain't trying to get pulled into the back room. But yeah, it's nuts. That's really what they're doing. Like to me, that's like the super obvious thing they're doing. But it's just for a year. Like I think he's stupid if he doesn't take it, because I think if they're really gonna let him go to Madrid next year, why not? Like I said, it's already about to be August. He'll be out of there by whenever, as long as he doesn't have any pit bulls or bulldogs, he should be okay. But I mean, yeah, like that is it. Like I don't know. It's just like, I mean, it's a bit of a waiting game, but they put the bid, like they officially put the bid in, so it's something on the table. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't really have a feeling on like which way it's going to go, because I mean, if he goes, it's like it's not. I don't think it's going to be. It's much like Messi. I don't think like one person coming to your league makes your league viable. So it's like, it'll be dope, but it'll be like if he goes there and demolishes them on the CW. I mean, is that really gonna? Is that really gonna like? I don't really think it's gonna move the needle nearly as much as we think it would.
What if he resigns though? Like if he just goes for a year, I agree. If he were to resign, I think that changes the landscape of soccer. Because now it's like it's one thing when old guys are going, like it's cool the MLS got Messi, for example, right? Like it's dope. But the whole point of the MLS getting Messi is the hope that it inspires a generation to play soccer. That way, like 20 years from now, the next Messi's playing in the MLS at 18, 19. The Saudis are just trying to cut that corner, right? Where it's like, forget that. We'll just get 20-year-old Messi now, or however old Mbappe is. So if he were to resign, like I agree with what you said, but if he were to resign, I think that does change. It changes everything. It's like I compare everything the Saudi like soccer league does to Live. If Live got Rory, PGA was done, right? Like, and they're probably closer to getting Rory, Justin, Spieth, like all these guys than those guys are willing to admit, just because money does talk. But them getting Brooks, Dustin, on the soccer side, Ronaldo, potentially Mane, Fabinho, like these guys, like it helps. It puts you in a position to where you can flex like your league with other leagues and maybe be on par with Ligue 1. But they need someone young. And if Mbappe goes, what's stopping Vinny or Pedri or Gavi? What's stopping any of these guys from being like, listen, man, that 30 M's Barca's offering me is great, but 700 sounds a hell of a lot better. My concern is not soccer related. Yeah, these motherfuckers moving like they know something we don't. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be on the inside. Because listen, bro, they moving like this shit's about to dry up. So that shit's crazy, bro. 1.1 billion for a year. What do they know we don't?
Are you talking about like
within the world? Like they know they're moving like they know something within the world we don't. Like they're moving like white people were moving in 1999 thinking Y2K was real.
Well, give me a conspiracy theory Deion version.
Because weren't they at like three? Weren't they supposed to? We were saying like they were going to spend $3 billion like over the next 2 years. Like they just yeah.
And they just did you see what
this
they
is announced? A third of that.
17 billion until 2030.
Now to be fair, I don't know how much that 3 billion like is in terms of like liquid money, because technically his contract's only 500 million. So he would get PSG gets 300, he gets 200, then he gets another 572 in like commercials. Now, I don't know if that 572 would then come out of like the 3 billion they were willing to spend.
Okay.
So I mean, that would be the question mark in terms of what they're doing, but regardless, they moving like they know something we don't. It's just, I mean, white people were doing that shit with the stock market during COVID, and look at us now. So I mean, like, I don't know. It's sometimes like there's sometimes certain things like in society where it's like, damn, what the fuck do they know? And maybe it's as simple as like oil's drying up. So it's like, let's spend the money while we got it, type of thing. It might be that simple. It might be bigger. I don't fucking know. I just know we went from knowing the Saudis had money but not really caring to listen, everybody wants a piece of that shit very fucking quickly. And I'm just curious, like what made them decide just to take over everything?
Giannis, LeBron,
LeBron,
Did you see
Draymond,
Tom Hanks, Draymond?
Like,
that shit corny.
well, here's the thing: the NBA better be worried about. They're not tied to that fucking contract. Like, it's not like soccer where it's like you just can't play in the Saudi league. They could retire from the NBA and just go to Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
So the NBA better be fucking concerned. It's a lot easier to bring them players to Saudi Arabia than it is a soccer player. Now, would we give a fuck? No. Ain't nobody waking up at 2 a.m. to watch Braun do anything.
I think I heard you on a pod, and I liked how you and X broke it down because it was regarding Liv. And you're like, yo, how long is it until the Saudis just decided, like, this is our business and all sports is our business? And I think the
No, it's
NFL
happening.
may be a little too big for them at the moment.
What's too big, my bad?
NFL, I'm thinking. Maybe just because of the shield and everything, like regarding that, but like
it's a nonprofit.
Would Adam Silver take some from the NBA?
So that they own Qatar bought into the Wizards already.
To the Wizards, yeah.
Yeah, but
I think so. The NFL is a nonprofit, so why they would have no interest in that? Right. I think for obvious reasons, the NBA is a given though, because the NFL is too American based. You can be like, yeah, it's the most popular sport in America. It does such and such TV ratings. Like that's fucking great. Saudi don't give a fuck about that, right? Like the NBA has global appeal, specifically in China, which the sports that they're involved in don't yet. So you take over Europe, which is what they're doing through soccer and golf, the two biggest sports in Europe, and then you focus on Asia, which, I mean, good luck to these NBA owners that think they're going to fucking own a team here in a few years.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Do they have an F1 team?
I don't know.
Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari.
I don't think so.
Not of note quite yet, but who knows? It's early, but I mean that would make the most sense.
I don't know how. I mean, I don't watch F1. How popular is F1 besides that Netflix series?
In Europe, it's up there. It's pretty,
yeah. But
it's getting Americanized now because they doing.
If you can control Europe through soccer and golf, like maybe you're like thinking like F1's like back burner,
right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean they stacking it up. I mean, it depends on. I mean, obviously NCAA is supposed to be a nonprofit, but I mean, one day it was just. I mean, we're not far away.
They just need to be. They just need to move a certain way. I think because I feel like even with that like memos were sent after that Liv situation. Like memos were sent among some other countries, among some other companies about that situation. So I don't think they're like at a certain point. I don't think they're like sneaking up on anybody, and like somebody's gonna nip that shit in the bud at a certain point. Like remember, like the same reason why I said that I don't think they were gonna be able to buy United.
Yeah. Like, what I know we're about to talk about Man United, so like what the hell is going on with that?
Yeah.
So they're gonna keep the team for right now.
Oh, really? The Glazers are keeping the team? Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, I think the Saudis don't care how they're moving. Like, that's why I'm curious what they know, right? Like, they're moving like that divorced chick that knows, like, hey, he didn't sign a prenup, so it's just a matter of fucking time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like that chick who, you know, her husband's wealthy as fuck. They get a divorce. She's in Mexico for 3 months. How'd she get that bread? Well, you know, it's only a matter of time. Put it on the credit card. She can pay it off eventually.
And it's just perfect timing too. Like it's a confluence of events.
Yeah, especially with the World Cup in America. Like it is perfect timing, but like I don't know, they're moving crazy. Like
I'm talking about the Mbappe part of it. Like he wasn't available 2 weeks ago. So it's
the timing.
But that deal,
right?
That deal is Messi's deal. Like in total for a year. It's literally like it's a copy and paste, subtract the 3 and put a 1. It's like, bro, it's like something has an expiration. That's, you know what I mean? And I don't know what it is, but like the way they're moving is like something has an expiration.
They're also building indoor cities and other, so that like, what is that, the 10-mile long city they're building?
Yeah. Like if you truly wanted to take over the soccer world, right? Like, and I know like there is the argument, like you get Mbappe to Saudi Arabia, maybe he loves it, he resigns, you never fucking know. Would you rather pay Mbappe 1.1 billion for a year, or would you rather get like 30 players at 50 million, right? Like, because you can get Sonny for 70. theoretically. But you know what I mean? I think I'd rather have I'd rather have 11 Sonnies than one Mbappe.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, they trying.
Yeah.
Palau got their front three better than some of the big European teams. How they rocking right now.
No, I mean they're definitely trying. I'm just saying, like that Mbappe contract, like brother, like when I saw it and I'm like, oh, it's only a 1 year. Like they are willing to let him go to Madrid next year, and he's going to go to Madrid and make like 5% of what he makes at like this Saudi club. Maybe even like he might even tell Madrid, like, hey, for financial fair play reasons, I'll take a $5 million contract, 5 million a year contract because I just made $1 billion last year. What the fuck do I need money for anymore?
Right.
It's crazy. Like they're moving like something is about to happen to where they just can't spend this money in a decade.
Man, it's like listen to like the way like Fabrizio's like reporting on it and some of the others just talking about like no talks taking place between Mbappe and Al Hilal at this stage, but like just between Al Hilal and PSG. PSG's like, cool, we good. That money's right. We're fine. It's just interesting because now you seen Mbappe like because his family represents him. That's another thing too. Like you can't do shit unless the mom is on board and all that stuff. The end
Listen,
rights though is
listen,
interesting though, Deion. Did you
listen.
see that part?
For
100%.
772 M's ML, like,
Yeah,
hey, y'all know I fuck with my mom. I don't care. Listen, ain't
yeah.
no opinions when 772 M's is thrown on the table. I don't care who objects. It does not matter. We can regroup in a year.
Not even a year.
Yeah,
10 months.
9 months.
1st. It's
Like if my mom was like, "Yo, I'm not talking to you while you're on the Saudi Arabia club," I'd be like, "Cool, I'll talk to you in May."
I'll meet you
like
in Madrid.
1-1-24, whatever time he literally can start negotiating his deal with Madrid. Madrid already has the money though. They already said what he's getting.
That deal's agreed upon.
Yeah, that shit's a wrap. It's just like they can officially say it.
What Mbappe's doing, in my opinion, is going to be the landscape of soccer is going to change forever in Europe. Whether it's a balance of power towards Saudi Arabia or it's a balance of power towards player empowerment, such as the NBA. But what's about to happen is an extremely dangerous thing. Like what he's doing in terms of how he's trying to get to Madrid is extremely dangerous, in my opinion, for like the sport.
Would he sit, Charles? Do you think he has it in him to sit?
Nah, he ain't built like that.
Though they are, though. PSG is.
Look,
He might not be, but PSG is. He's not playing for PSG.
It's not
no,
that
he's never going to play for
like,
PSG again. I just think it's not.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to come. I don't think it'll come to him having him sit though.
I don't think he's going to Madrid. I don't think they're going to sell him to Madrid. I really don't.
Me either.
I think these Qataris are so. What's up?
Flo is not going to do it. Like I think he's just. I mean, he's as mercurial as Mbappe, but at the same time, like he's stubborn as hell. He just won't do it because he's no, because it's for free, Deion. Like it's free.
Well, if he's willing to pull the stunts that it appears he's willing to pull,
sure,
Madrid has no threat of not having him next year, and
that's
he's
right.
young enough to where it's like. If you're Madrid, it's like it's not like you need him now. He's not Harry Kane to where it's like a year from now you might not be the same player, or you have like a 3-year window with the guy. Like
right.
if you get Madrid next year, you get Mbappe next year, you still have 7-8 years of prime Mbappe. You're not tripping. Like why pay 200 M's when you don't have to? Which is why it's so dangerous what he's doing. And credit to PSG for like calling his bluff a tad. I mean, there's only so much they can do, but credit to them for at least like calling him out on this bullshit. Hopefully, like other clubs are willing to do the same.
My wish is that Mbappe. I mean, I just hope he's on Madrid, and I think that's enough to get Zidane back to manage.
Doing what?
For to manage the squad because Carlo's going to Brazil, but I guess the only way that like Zidane will come back for a third trip to coach him because of how close they are and shit in the French stride. And then once
Carlo leaving is the reason why I think they shouldn't sign him till next year.
Yes, because I
just wait and just bring a new coach and him together all at the same time.
Yep.
Like that's what I think.
Yep, have Zidane agree to it and everything's done and just like, all right, we got 5 months left. This is the last one with Carlo. Send him off the right way. training camp, Zidane and Mbappe, and it's a new era starting with that. But yeah, that's my hope. But we'll see.
Xabi Alonso, man.
I think he's gonna be the choice, but I think that's the only reason why Zidane has not been taking any other jobs though. But he wants
Zidane's
to.
not, but
He wants to.
why do you want Zidane for a third time?
Because he wins. He wins. He wins, and I think and Mbappe, because of his mercurial ass, I want somebody who can get to him.
I think that's why you got to give Xabi Alonso the chance. And if he sucks, if he don't get it done, then you can bring back Zidane. But you gotta try to, like, you can't just keep watching repeat, like, because then eventually, because what happens in 3 years when Zidane wants out? That's
when he
all.
goes
Like
to
that.
France.
Chabi's still there though. Chabi's still there.
Is he?
I mean,
Or maybe he's coaching in the Premier League in 3 years.
Y'all wrote well. He
Or Saudi.
What if well, there you go. That's another.
Maybe he's in Saudi Arabia.
That's like Gerrard is like considered. Well, he's definitely considered the best Liverpool player ever, but maybe top 5, 7 English player ever. And that dude didn't hesitate to go over to Saudi Arabia. That just like shows you of like, yo, there's no morals here. There's no morals.
Jordan Henderson chucked the deuces at nigga through that armband in that clock.
Yeah. The
best English midfielder. Best English midfielder.
Through the armband. That's bait. Chill out.
Not bait. Best English midfielder plays in Saudi Arabia. Till further notice.
Speaking of families, the new family that has happened obviously in Miami, Florida. We had a heartfelt moment. Did anybody ever think that anything else would happen? Obviously, in the 94th minute, a free kick. I mean, this is just what he does. It wasn't even the best free kick in the world. Don't matter, though. I mean, like we said, form comes and goes. Class is forever. Messi, 2-1, obviously, over the weekend. Charles Deion, your legend. He was able, the GOAT. One of your quick thoughts on being able to watch some of that with Inter Miami this past weekend?
I wasn't able to watch. That app stinks. He should have went to Saudi Arabia. He gonna be broke. I hope is Mbappe buys the Miami team, and now Messi has to deal with Mbappe every fucking day of the year.
That's crazy.
He hates him. So it'd be funny. That Saudi money, there's 772 M's. Get you more. He can buy you the MLS.
I just can't believe of how great things are. Like, I actually think it's awesome obviously for the MLS and great for the country because of Messi's imprint. And it'll be interesting to see like how you can attribute all the.
I'm sick of hearing that shit, man.
Yeah, but it's true though, man.
It's not. It wasn't true with Beckham, and it ain't gonna be true with Messi, man. We as Americans need to just admit the stone cold fact: we do not care about soccer the way the rest of the world does, and that's okay.
True, Deion, I do not disagree with that, but the interest has grown because of him. Yeah,
because of the interest in soccer has grown because of Messi in a week.
No. I'm talking about in the U.S. Like that was all the talk. I mean, obviously it came at the right time though too, because no NFL has started. You're in the NBA offseason, etc.
Has the interest in the MLS grown? You can buy a fucking MLS season pass for $19.99. It's like, respectfully to the WNBA, that shit costs the same as WNBA League Pass.
He's selling out road matches like for the rest of the season.
But what is that doing for like KC Sporting or whatever the fuck they're called? Like, what is that doing for them? Like, not actually doing anything for anybody else other than Inter Miami.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only team. This isn't doing anything for the expansion teams. This isn't doing anything for the Columbus Crew. I think is that their name? I'm like, yeah, it is. I'm purposely
you
that's because San Jose Earthquake.
Shout out though. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not going to change the national team.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, GG's playing for the Dynamo.
Okay.
But like,
he's the Dynamo. I'm just playing.
Think about it. Think about it the way these other countries do it. Like Kobe, right? Take Kobe in China, and China was like, oh, like we're gonna love basketball now, yada yada. China still stink at basketball. Like at the end of the day, like
that's a great one. That is so good.
Like at the end of the day, like, yeah, interest in basketball has grown in China to a point where like the NBA makes these players are making a shitload of money because of the worldwide appeal. The rest of the world still fucking stinks.
Yeah.
So like all that's gonna happen is Messi makes a
Liang.
boatload of
Remember,
money.
remember Yi?
Yeah,
Remember Yi
John
used to,
Leon. Hey,
yeah.
dead ass. It's funny you bring him up. Dead ass. He was hooping at the 24 in my neighborhood two weeks ago. He's a bucket still.
Oh, back.
He's a bucket still. No one knew who he was besides me. I was like, bro, I'm not hooping with you. You're 7 feet tall. Go. But no, China still stinks at basketball, and like all they do is talk about how much they love it. Canada, same shit, right? Canada stink at basketball. They threw together the greatest roster in Canadian history. The U.S. is minus 300. Bobby Portis is on the team.
Yeah.
Bobby fucking Portis is on our national team, and we're minus 300 favorites to win the damn FIBA World Cup.
When did that start?
I thought it was starting 2 weeks ago. I feel like they keep pushing it back, hoping like America decides to bring
Yeah,
a real team.
we had 2 weeks. I thought it was starting a couple weeks ago too, but they start practice. They all report. It's in the second week of August because the USA Select boys are going to practice over there. I know
The
you got
select team that the US is bringing is better than half of these countries like fucking real teams. And that select team stinks. The real team stinks. Like it don't matter who plays where. Like you cannot manufacture interest in a sport. That's why I like what Saudi's doing. They're not trying to make Saudi Arabians like soccer. They want you to have to watch the Saudi Arabian league in order to watch soccer.
Messi, Charles. You said it's like, man, this is gonna be light work for them. Obviously, I love what you said. You said MLS has no rules. What did they do? Trade cash for a roster international spot?
Yeah, like this shit is
Play that
what
the
the fuck are
folks.
they doing? I'm still gonna keep it at. I think he's gonna end up like if he gets 3 free kicks a game, he's gonna score one. So like he should. I honestly think he should score every game. I don't see why he can't score every game. And we haven't even like glossed. We just glossed over that. Boozie's out there just about to destroy these people. Like in the midfield, Boozy, they can't get within 20 yards of Boozy in the midfield. Like he's gonna dissect it. Like it's easy work. Their team's still horrible, so I'm not sure if they're actually gonna do anything. But like these
I
motherfuckers are
keep it a
unstoppable.
bean. That team didn't look that bad to me. I don't know, like in comparison to the other dudes they're going against, they ain't look that bad.
From what I've seen in other games.
I mean, the names on the roster, and I don't know how many of them have only been on the roster since Messi, but the names on the roster, like I find it hard to believe. Can't like what do you call them? KC Sporting.
Yeah.
I find it hard
I
to believe
mean,
that
they
they
had
can
a
keep.
goal by Michigan legend Robert Tractor Trailer. Like,
Biscuit legend. God bless the dead, by the way.
like I was like, hold on, they got like that's where we're at. We got dude like I don't know. We got dudes out here named Robert Taylor playing soccer. No, that's not that doesn't bode well for us.
Could be worse. We could have Dennis Rodman daughter out there.
Come on, dog. She's good, but we're not. No, we're not going to spend this.
They was -6 to Vietnam. They only scored 3 goals. I ain't trying to hear it. Vamos España.
Oh man! All right,
you know it. You know it.
I'm waiting a week. We wait until the elimination rounds, folks. I promise. We will talk about the FIFA World. We'll talk about the Women's World Cup. Eventually.
While we're on the topic of international soccer, ML.
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
I know. Yeah, we'll talk about the Women's World Cup and stuff later. I guess. I'll let you do a monologue on that one probably. But unless South Korea wins here in a second.
Come on.
But like,
so we did put a bet in.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like, take the videos that Charles was sending us his whole Europe trip, right? That passion, that love for a sport cannot be manufactured. That's embedded in you, like right here in the heart. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like you can't manufacture that. You can't build it. Messi coming to America is not going to change our reality.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's keep it moving, fellas. I think it's fun. I'm glad that Messi is here. He's obviously things are better. Obviously, anytime we get to watch Messi play football. So, but
not if he's playing Cruz Azul. Listen,
I did have to watch Messi play Hetafe and score 5 goals.
Listen, I'm just saying, but they play tomorrow. I'll be interested to see who's really checking for the fucking Inter Miami on a Tuesday night kind of thing. He played on a Friday night kind of thing. That's the thing I'm looking at is I think it's gonna end up being when the Lakers play a road game and a road game in Charlotte on Charlotte or Orlando on a Tuesday, Thursday. Just another league pass game. For real, just another league pass game. I catch the highlights. Because at a certain point too, I can just catch the highlights. That's the other problem of a whole bunch of this shit is I can just catch the Messi highlights. I don't need to watch the game because there's nobody else out there worth watching. So I'm assuming if Inter Miami scored 3 goals, he scored one of them. Or at least assisted or something.
I watched as much as the game as Apple would allow me, which was minimal. But the app stinks. We'll continue to say that. The app stinks.
It works for hijack.
But I remember watching the game and thinking about watching him play on PSG and thinking damn, it's weird to see him play for PSG. It's weirder to see him play for Miami.
Yeah, it is.
That's how fucking obscure the MLS
is. Minus the play, it's Willie Mays on the Jets, but we won't get into that. I mean, on the Mets.
But I don't think anybody's gonna watch that shit tomorrow. Bro, I remember when I'm old enough, but also young enough to remember the school reaction to Beckham coming to the MLS, and that shit was cute for a week, and then football started.
But you got to give it up for Bex, though, man. He's doing everything he can to bring Miami to relevance.
Bex is looking out for Bex. That's what I'm saying. So, I said,
the money's right.
This is good for Miami. That's why I said I don't think it's good for. I don't think it's going to make a big impact in MLS. I think it makes it Zlatan comes, and it matters when the Galaxy are playing LAFC. It don't matter none of them other games. Nobody gave a fuck unless it was El Trafico, whatever the hell they call it.
What do they call it?
El Trafico.
Route 5. Shout out Route 5.
Let's not shout out Route 5.
But I'm just saying, that was hot. Is that Caicedo's sister? We should look that up.
I think that is Linda.
Gotta be
Linda. You can tell. You know where she grew up. Brighton.
Hey, we get this $100 million. She better come up though.
Is that how much they get if they win this? Oh,
no, he ain't getting $100 million, but he about to.
But she better be. She better be good. She better be good money.
$300K a week. That's for sure. Hey, yo, she plays for. She on Madrid.
Yeah, viewers, y'all see how much ML watch Madrid women's soccer?
I know every Barca player.
Yeah, we do talk about that, so I will give you your props. Yeah,
that's why I think Spain's gonna win the World Cup.
I understand. I've seen how they move.
They have the best player in the world.
I was texting you during the Wolfsburg.
They got the best player. They got the best player in the world. Italia's gonna win the.
Oh yeah.
However you say it, she's gonna win the Ballon d'Or.
Oh yeah. Hold on, man. All right, Deion. I'm about to do some more research, sir. We
you keep going. I got it.
We'll find more.
Let me find out. She played for Colombia, but she really Ecuadorian.
He's offended.
Ecuador probably don't got a national team though, so I can get behind that for them. It's not like Jude and them.
Nah, I don't think they've made the Carlin ball in a minute, but they got a squad.
They probably that's different though. Like Jude Ecuadorian, and he just played for England.
That's wild. On Saturday, MetLife Stadium, 82,000 got to see Arsenal trot out their squad against Man United. Interested to see some of the lineups. No question. It was the first time that Arteta decided to roll out the new signings pretty much all together. And for the first time, we had Timber on the right. Ramsdale was in goal. Timber on the right side, per se, because of the inverted situation. Gabriel, Saliba, I have a declaration about Saliba before the season starts, but I feel pretty good about it right now. And as well as Gabriel, and then on the left, wow. I'm just We have a left back and we don't start a left back. Tierney, we don't start. I don't understand. We've started Tomiyasu, and I don't know why. I haven't seen Tomiyasu play a meaningful game since February. And that's no shit to the Jews shit. I haven't seen Tomiyasu play a meaningful game since February.
It's the last time you saw. That's the last time you watched Jude play too, and we had to hear about him every week.
Declan Rice at the 6.
Stinks.
Okay.
Never played it before. Give him a chance.
Mario, obviously at the attacking mid, and Kai Havertz in replacing the Granit Xhaka role. Bukayo Saka.
Look, you told me it wasn't a given he was going to do that. I was confused when I saw him playing.
I was surprised he started. I'm surprised he started.
I don't think they paid 83 M's for
I don't think he starts. I don't think he could start the first Premier League match. You can't start him against Nottingham Forest. You cannot start him against Nottingham Forest. You can't.
You can't start Kai Havertz against Nottingham Forest, and you guys are going to win a league.
We can't. We cannot start him. We can't.
Oh my god.
We can't. Bukayo Saka on the right hand side. Gabriel Martinelli on the left, and then at the 9 we started Eddie Nketiah. I'm not sure why, but I have no idea what I thought. I didn't like the lineups to start. I was like, none of these guys have played, and you have to understand United, like in those matches, they don't see these things as friendlies. We didn't see them as friendlies when we played Chelsea last year, and that's why we put out one of our best 11. I don't think we did that. Maybe Arteta thinks he did, but hopefully it was a rude awakening. We got humbled. We got punked.
If that wasn't your best 11, what is?
Jesus is better than Nketiah. I'm sorry.
That's literally it.
No, Tierney and Kivior are right now better than Tomiyasu. They both are.
Apples to oranges on that one. I'll give you Jesus over Nketiah.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, we cannot. Thomas Partey still needs to start if he is in an Arsenal uniform.
He's not going to be on the team. Just accept it. Move on.
I think he will be, though, bro.
No, you want him to be. It's fan fiction.
Anyways, United had 2 goals. Both one of them coming from Bruno Fernandes, which was a Ramsdale hauler, if you will. And
who did he beat on that goal?
Ramsdale. It wasn't.
No. How did he get the ball?
Declan Rice. I understand. Fair enough.
Yeah. Who? About 5 yards behind Bruno Fernandes?
All right, bro. Yes, you're right. That's what it was. It wasn't very good. It was not a very good. Listen, it was not.
Mr. 98th percentile on interceptions. 105 million.
They're friendly. I think one of my best friends said it best. Hey, if we lose, it was only a friendly. If we win, we own your ass. If y'all ain't finish the top 4. That's how Charles told me. What's the Barca match comes up this week? It is coming up.
The difference between his comment and what Declan did is that you've never seen Declan do what you want him to do, and then he played bad.
It wasn't very good. Down 2-0.
No, he played bad.
Yeah, he had a poor game.
And you've never seen him play good.
I've seen Declan Rice play good.
You've seen highlights of
him beat. No, I've watched the West Ham United match last year. I watched the West Ham Arsenal match last year. I saw a lot of Thursday. Well, because of you and I bet on soccer, and I used to watch West Ham in the Conference League Thursdays because that's what Europa is for me. So, anyways, United, they trotted out in goal. They don't even have their man or their main man yet, but Onana will be there. But they started Tom Heaton, Lissandro Martinez, which I have some thoughts about him, Varane, Luke Shaw, and Wan-Bissaka, which was their best 4 in the back this past year. Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount, who actually didn't do either, not very good. Kobe started, he was great. Casemiro came off the bench, obviously. Sancho started up top, no Rashford, Garnacho, and Antony on the wing. Diallo came back in. I like Diago. I think United has a strong. I think they have a strong team. They could use another striker potentially, but they wanted it more than Arsenal. We got punked. As simple as that. Deion, from a non-biased view, no, you don't like either one of the teams.
I just want to point out, you said at some point in your monologue that Man United doesn't take these like friendlies; they play them very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Something about like best 11s, blah blah blah. And then there's about 7 backups that played in the game.
No
For Man
chance.
United.
Those are all start. Those are starters, bro. They got 8.
Casemiro didn't start.
That's they 8 starters. Same thing. Casemiro and Partey didn't start, but Lissandro.
Oh, Partey, but the fan fiction has got to stop.
Partey's
The
a
fan
top
fiction has
3. Top. I think he's top 2. I think Partey's
Partey.
better than Casemiro. Have you seen Casemiro?
You're
We're gonna
saying
talk about
Partey.
Whataburger in a little bit.
I'm not talking
Casemiro
about
right
like I'm
now?
not talking about like saying Partey is bad. I'm saying you got to stop with the fan fiction that he's going to be on the team.
All
He's
right.
not. Get over it.
As of right now, he's on my squad.
Get over it. There's a reason he didn't.
Barcelona. He's starting this week.
We'll see.
He has to.
Why? Because you want him to.
Unless we want to get embarrassed 5-0, 5-0.
He's not a part of the roster like that.
Oh, man.
All I'll say is that if y'all midfield ain't intact, and it will get shown off.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Definitely can have Funches and Pedro if you want to. And Xavi only got one speed
for us. That'll be terrible if he doesn't start. I mean, we will give up 3 first half goals.
And don't tell him what Frankie. Frankie might start Frankie. We'll see.
Absolutely.
Preseason doesn't matter. Let's be real.
I'm gonna say this: mentality matters.
It does matter.
You do have to gel.
I don't think mentality. Like at the end of the day, too. Like I think some of that shit is bullshit. Like the season was over 2 days ago. They added 2 new people to the team they already had. Like it's not like it's more of a continuous thing than it's more like anything. I feel like most of the values that they already have are pretty much instilled in the squad. There's 3 people that are coming in.
Saliba Saliba didn't play for like the last 2.5 months.
You said mentality though. That mentality is still instilled in the people. Like there's still 95% of the team has that. Like it still has the mentality of last year. Like obviously getting people refocused, but like the mentality we're talking about of the team, not the focus and whatever. Like getting people right back in. As
my refocus. Yeah, I apologize. I hear the refocus for me is because the last time that these guys actually had to close out a season, they bottled it. Which is what it is. And so if you're bringing in somebody's captain and you paying somebody 80 mil, you're trying to get their confidence up. And you thought it could happen against United, and it actually backfired on you because Havertz goes from having a very nice technical goal in the MLS All-Stars. I don't care who it is against him. It was a nice play. It sucked. He was terrible on Saturday.
I wonder what the difference was there.
It's not about. Well, I think you have to be able to control the ball, bro. I'm not saying like in terms of up and down and like being able to control the midfield, but I mean we're not hating. Bruno's a class player, though. I never would not say that. Bruno's
no. If Pedri was 5 yards behind Bruno, I would be hating. He got toasted.
Declan?
It was an all-out sprint, and Declan was 5 yards behind.
We have zero. You will not hear any excuses from me. When you stink, you stink. That was terrible to watch. It did not. They didn't look like they had any fire in them. But I mean, if Arteta is trying to experiment and try out some things, that's fine. I'm not gonna.
I don't know. I just think the only thing that would be bad is because, like, from my opinion on that, and like I said, preseason doesn't matter. Is you guys already played, you already had a game. Like it wasn't like you were like it wasn't like you guys haven't been. You know what I'm saying? So you'd expect to see.
I mean, what the hell is going to be different? That was like basically the starting 11 out there. Yeah, Jesus for Nketiah. I personally believe Nketiah started because, honestly, Havertz and Jesus are pretty much like the same player. Jesus is a lot better, in my opinion, but like I think they bring a lot of the same skill set to the table. And I think what Arteta wants is someone that's more, I'm just going to score shit. Like, I'm just going to shoot the ball and score. Versus Jesus is a lot more flair, off the wing, like pushing back to get the ball type of thing. Versus Nketiah is just going to stay in the box and score. And I think that's why Nketiah started and not Jesus, was to make Havertz more comfortable in in one of his first games. And maybe that continues during the regular season. I don't fucking know. But yeah, outside of Jesus for Nketiah, like I mean, that was some of the best 11. Like the reality is exactly what the fuck Charles and I have been saying for the last few weeks. Shoving Xhaka for Havertz and Partey for Declan makes y'all worse.
Yeah, but that's if Partey's gone. So right now,
Oh,
he's
I
not.
forgot the fan fiction. Here we go.
Let me ask you guys a question. Just once again, non-biased, if you will. Are we making the right decision by selling Balogun right away?
Well, someone has to want him.
Inter Milan wants to pay him 40 mil, or wants to pay up to 40 mil.
He's in training, isn't he?
They put him on the side. He didn't train with the squad today. I don't know.
So no, I'm saying, but he's been training.
He played
still
an MLS match.
How old is he?
20.
Is he 20?
He thinks.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Flo doesn't.
England don't want.
All I see is evidence that he's not like if they don't want him at 20, they could use another striker. Like he's checking, if he was up to par, he would check literally all the so many boxes for them.
I think
the fact that they
is the problem he's not English.
I don't. Well, yeah.
I'm just asking because Declan got 105 M's.
I think him and Eddie are incredibly similar, and I think they made their bets on Nketiah. And sometimes you know how it is. Like Charles, you know how this is. You played on
Nketiah.
You played on 23, maybe. I think he's a Division I basketball team. Like Charles, you know how it is. Somebody makes a mistake on their Scally. They realize it ain't that best a fit, but you know what? They trusted him, and they still start him, and they still play him. You know how these things go. And you know that somebody should be starting over them, even though.
Should Balogun be starting over Nketiah?
But he doesn't start. Nketiah doesn't start.
No, I'm asking. I was asking you that.
I don't. Let me say this. I don't believe that League One is some grandiose league. But if you score 20 plus goals in a league and you're still a teenager, that has to show some value. It has to show some value, and at least to be given a fair chance. We never even gave him a fair chance the last 2 years.
So here's the deal. He's 22. So that was all fan fiction that we just heard.
Flo's 20, isn't he?
No. Just turned 22 a few weeks ago. That was a lot of fan fiction.
I thought he just turned 20. I apologize. How old is Nketiah? 23?
I don't know.
Can't be much older. He just played for you 21.
I don't know. Gabby's 18.
Nketiah is 24.
But
either way, you're 22 years old. 22 years old. Your own country doesn't want you. Your own club doesn't want you. And you're playing on the U.S. men's national team. You played in Ligue 1. I don't know. If all I've seen from Balogun is that he's a good, I guess you could say he's a good goal scorer, maybe. Nketiah does that too. He does nothing Nketiah doesn't do.
Yeah, that's what I think Arsenal brass is betting on, and I mean obviously
betting on. I mean it's fact.
About 100,000 a week. So
I mean, also Balogun seems to have some Gio Reyna tendencies to him, where he thinks he's something he isn't. So who's to say they want him in that locker room unless he was starting? And is Balogun ever gonna start for a upper half Prem team? Probably not.
You don't think Balogun would start for Brentford? I think he would.
No, well, Tony.
Brentford's not an upper half.
Yeah, they're not upper half. And Tony.
They are upper half team right now. They were.
Oh, my bad.
But that's because Tony was playing. He's not starting over Tony.
Right, but Tony's not there, is what I'm saying. So
yeah, okay. Well, that's I mean, that's saying when LeBron got traded from Cleveland and they just made the finals. Yeah, Mozgov started on the previous finals team at one point too.
I want to look at Newcastle's front, because Newcastle, we sold a player to them, and obviously, I mean, no problem. And you, Charles, and if I'm not mistaken, you and I talked about this as well. We're Newcastle. Who are their goal scorers? Callum Wilson. That's it.
First off, if you know my non-Big Six club all-stars, you know Harvey Barnes is
it's a good sign for them.
So I think Harvey Barnes got a game.
He's nice.
I think he's nice. I think Isak's nice. He just needs. I'm not sure. I think EPL's Actually, no, never mind. I was midway saying you like I literally Deion was like he was saying where the goal is going to come from, and then I just in the midst of that remember them scoring like 7 goals on us in like the first half. Um, so I'm completely lost my thought because I've seen fucking Newcastle score at will, at will. So Isak, all those people, they'll be fine. Harvey Barnes is a good ad.
Also, I just looked it up. Like, Nketiah had 9 goals last year in 9 appearances, 9 starts, and 20 total appearances. Like, that's more impressive than what Balogun did. It's honestly more impressive than y'all Golden Boy on the right wing, like low key. Like, if you just look at the numbers, like, it's not. If all Balogun can do is put the ball on the back of the net, I genuinely think Nketiah can do it bare minimum at the same level, probably better.
We're gonna find out. I still don't think it's. I mean, unfortunately, it's
Awful
not
goalkeeping.
quality right now to win the league.
Awful goalkeeping.
Oh my god!
It's not good enough right now to win the league, and that's
Don't say it, Deion.
Oh yeah, Deion, hold your
Oh
tongue.
my god! Was that Linda?
Hold your tongue, Deion, please.
Oh my
man.
God.
Let's move on. Charles and Deion, directors for the day segment. It's gonna get to the fun part of the pod. Barcelona. Now that you guys, unfortunately, weren't able to see them against Juventus, but what's going on? Are y'all healthy? What was going on?
Yeah, we're good now. We had to shake it off. Yeah, probably have some Whataburger or something.
We'll get into that a little bit.
And that was Linda. That was Linda Deion.
Oh, man. So let's get into it. Let's real quick.
That's her brothers who the fan fiction was about last week. This week it's about Partey.
Y'all wants and needs. Barcelona. Anything that like just more depth or just like we know we need to make this move before the transfer deadline.
Just need another right back. I think that's all we really need. Got plenty of midfielders. I think we got enough attackers. We could use if we're counting Victor coming, we'll say we have a backup striker. So we just need another right back, another true right back.
We get him in January.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. Will he be registered for Champions League? I'm assuming he will be though. I don't know. Well, can you play if? I want to check because I don't know if he can play.
Cancelo got to play for fucking Bayern, dude. I don't see why he couldn't.
But in the Champions League,
Cancelo played for City and Bayern last year in Champions League. So
y'all should be fine. I just don't know if I'm
gonna. And Tottenham had a Pedro Porro out there too.
As long as he just can't. Well, you just can't play in both Europa and like Europa for one team and.
But you wait for him.
He's
not even playing in the same federations though.
Yeah, I definitely don't think Vitor Roque's Brazilian team will be playing in Europa anytime soon. So
well, I mean, but they got
the
CONMEBOL Champions League. So, but anyways, so that's we're just right back for y'all. But what about Tottenham? No, y'all got to see him a little bit.
A new 8, a new 7. All new, a whole new back line.
We're talking about Tottenham now.
Yeah. Porro, what's up with him? What's wrong, y'all?
Man, he doesn't even play for Spain, my guy.
that was a.
I am Mr. Spain. I didn't know who he was till last year.
Romero.
Well, he's not. Romero won't be.
He's got to stay. He's in the 11. He has to be.
They need Bedenker really bad, and he ain't coming anytime soon. So that's what it is.
That's the only down. I mean, y'all are like the reverse of Liverpool. Or I mean, y'all are Liverpool, but just no, they don't have y'all don't have the keeper yet, but up front, y'all are strong. Midfield's terrible. Couple good defenders.
I don't think the midfield when healthy.
They need. I think.
Right.
I still think they need one more. They need one more midfielder.
Madison's playing more midfield than up top. Like Madison, Bedenker, Bissouma. I can get behind that. There needs to be more Udogi. Like, did we bring him over for if he ain't gonna play that much?
And the depth may not matter as much because y'all only one match a week. So I'm cool. If y'all just find a strong ass 11, that's probably one of your wish list. That's what matters.
I don't think. And Charles can speak on this too. depth really isn't Tottenham's problem. There's plenty of fucking dudes. The problem is everybody on the roster is like the same.
Like a
There
beat.
is no great player besides Harry. Like there's no one on that level that's world class that like separates themselves. You could sub off 7 players in the starting 11 for 7 dudes on the bench, and the quality stays the exact same.
Yeah.
And maybe number 7 enters that combo when healthy.
No, because I mean, there's a gap between Harry and Sonny, but that's the problem is to me is the gap between
There
Sonny and the
wasn't.
rest of them.
There wasn't.
But I'm saying no, it's the gap. But yeah, but I'm saying, but the gap between Sonny and the rest of them.
Yeah.
Like between 2 and 3,
I mean,
or even even if we're saying Richie or Kulo, there's still like after Kulo, then the gap to Eric Dyer is fucking long.
Like Kulu, Richie, Madison are good. Madison's really fucking good, to be honest. Like Madison's probably like much closer to that Sonny Harry Kane level than he is everybody else.
Yeah.
I like Ben Kerr a ton, but he ain't playing anytime soon. I liked Udogi last year for Udinese, but I mean he's got to do it in the Prem. Obviously, the back line stinks, man. But they controlled the ball. They shot it a shitload. Like you could tell there's a difference in the style of play. It's more fun. It's more aggressive. Like, and just working. It's just, I mean, you got to have some talent behind them too. Like they probably do need to sell Harry, if we're being honest. Like I think the difference between this team and previous teams, under Ange, they're going to score regardless. They probably don't need Harry to score anymore.
Heard it. Yeah, y'all got to find goals elsewhere. Just to, I mean, with the squad. But once again, one match a week.
But I think they're going to do that. Their problem's going to be they're going to score 3 times. Everyone else is going to score 4. like they have no back line. That goalie they got stinks.
More entertaining for sure, at the very least. I'm excited for that part for y'all at least. I mean, y'all gonna be waking up and watching them on Saturdays.
So I think they're gonna be pretty good though. I don't know. I liked what I saw. All things, my expectations are pretty minimal though. Like they stink, so it's like I don't know. It was exciting.
Fun parts of the show. My boys have been funny on the social media. Had some takes. Deion, I heard you saw Whataburgers going to Vegas. "Quote unquote," you will be there. By the way, love the tagline there.
One step closer to being in California.
Whataburger.
They already got In-N-Out. They can give us Whataburger.
What's better, Whataburger or In-N-Out?
It depends on what you're going for. Like if you're talking pure burger, In-N-Out has it Whataburger beat. But like what people don't talk about is In-N-Out shakes are mid. In-N-Out fries are fucking disgusting. My thing is like I judge a place by like how much do I need to tell you in order for you to get my order right. When I go to In-N-Out, I have to ask for my fries well done in order for them to be good. I shouldn't have to say that. I go to McDonald's, I just need fries. You know what I mean? So like everything else goes to Whataburger, but the burger at In-N-Out is definitely special. That's for sure.
So I was just see you look like you talking to you.
Because it's like I just don't even like.
Look like you're talking to Phyllis right now, rolling the eyes a little bit. Go ahead, Dad.
Nah, I'm I live in Five Guys world. Like this shit is not even like we're talking about like best like.
I don't consider burger. Five Guys fast food.
Okay, that's like that shit is.
No, I don't. Because Five Guys, you go into it's like Chipotle. I'm not comparing Chipotle to Taco Bell.
Fair enough. Okay, then I gotta try Whataburger. I've never had one, so I can't even really fully comment. I will say In-N-Out's not hitting like that though.
No. The burgers at In-N-Out are great. The grilled buns, fire, special. Like it's not like you're asking for a ton there. But everything else stinks, man. Like the fries really aren't that good. And anyone that gets them animal style fries, like y'all, I don't know. Something wrong with y'all. There's a whole lot of cheese, onion.
Yeah, let me get a Frisco burger from Steak and Shake, and I'll be straight.
I will say this because you said Steak and Shake and made me think of Shake Shack. That shit's fucking ass.
Wow.
There's Shake Shack's mid. Shake Shack's mid.
Shake Shack's fucking ass.
Mid.
The Shake
like
Shake Shack is like 2 steps above Cookout.
Yeah, like I entertain people in the or like in the South, like on Whataburger and some of their shit because like that food's hidden. And say like the reason In-N-Out and Whataburger is a battle is because both go crazy. Like Shake Shack missed me with that. It's not even. It's just not even close.
All right. Let me ask you this. Moving on from food, it's actually to Deion, you got to see Barbie this weekend, 162 million, the biggest opening box office of 2023. Crazy. What were your thoughts, brother?
I thought it was good. Like it definitely discusses like it's way deeper than you would think. Like ML, you got $2, three?
Who?
My bad. I didn't want to get you and Larry mixed up there, so that's why I asked. I probably wouldn't recommend like little children. It's PG-13 for a reason.
Oh
Put it
yeah,
that way.
the 14. Stay
It's
home.
PG-13 for a reason. But like I have a sister and obviously she's older now, but like if we were kids, it's something that I think would be beneficial for a teenage girl to see because it discusses some of the gender roles between men and women, some of like the behaviors of men that like are not our fucking finest in terms of like how creepy guys can be with women. You know what I mean? Like, um, and just being cautious around men, which I think every woman should be. Like, I personally, and there's probably gonna be some women that kill me for this. I personally do not like it when a woman goes in an Uber by herself, just in case, right? Just because like guys are fucking weird, and you just never know. And Uber did add like a thing, at least in California, where if you're like a woman, you can click for a woman driver only, which I think is smart.
I like that.
But it discusses a lot. I mean, I saw on Twitter there's a lot of guys that are like pretty fired up about like the light it speaks on men. But listen, brother, this country has spent a long time not telling the truth about like what women, minorities, like the list goes on, like in terms of like go through. And this Barbie movie challenges all of that. So I'm always going to be in for stuff like that. If I had the choice of watching that, or I can watch another movie in Oppenheimer where a white dude just knocks off half of the country. I've seen a million of those movies. I don't need to watch that shit again. I understand, bro, built a nuke. He didn't want to do it. They did it anyway. He was a communist. End of story. Nothing more for me to see there. 3 hours of him just killing people. I've seen enough of those movies. I thought this one was dope. It's sneaky funny. Will Ferrell's in it. Fucking hilarious. I don't know. I think it's a really good movie. I think everyone should see it, guys specifically, because it will challenge you in terms of like the advantages we have in society, which I think would be useful.
I will check it out this week. You have given the seal of approval, and I know that you look at things from a true lens of, how should I say, realism. You ain't for the bullshit. So, and also, Charles and I are Easter fans. I know you side texted. What the fuck you say, nigga? I gotta edit that, Jacob.
Oh my god, new name.
Ken was getting. See, here's my thing.
Hold on.
Just to give y'all like
edit
a
this,
brief look into
Jacob.
like what the movie was. Ken was a simp because Barbie was bad, essentially.
Okay.
That couldn't be first off, that couldn't be farther from what
They flipped it on him. Okay.
Yeah. And so like basically like all Barbie wanted was for Ken to like care about what she was like going through based off more than her looks. And like he couldn't figure it out. So she just fucking used him to get control of the damn world. I would never like, bro, Ken, the character in Ken, like this bro went to jail for her. I would never do that. I would never do that.
Hey, okay. Charles, you and I are team Issa Rae. She was in it, she's in the movie as well. Another reason why we got to support Deion. I was Issa in the movie.
Honestly, I mean, everybody was good in the movie.
Okay.
It was good. It was truly like a pretty fucking good movie. I was going into it, so when I went, I thought it was PG. I'm keeping it a bean. I just had nothing to do on a Friday night, so I agreed to go.
Love it.
In the trailer, you find out it's PG-13, and I was like, it's probably because they like said like dick or something once, so they have to make it be like they cussed once. Come to find out, like it's a crazy deep story. I thought Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling were pretty good in it too. Like it's a good movie. It's truly funny. Take all the bullshit aside. Like if you go to see the movie and you don't laugh at Will Ferrell, like something's actually wrong with you.
Okay. Charles, you got to go see it now, right?
It's on my to-do list.
All right. That's big for you. There you go.
I watch everything.
You do.
I say I don't watch movies at all. So like when
That's
I
why
say
it
I
kind of
enjoyed a
surprised
movie,
me that Deion did this because Deion don't mess with movies.
I don't like movies. I think I also thought it was only so I thought it was PG. I thought it was an hour 15. I don't anything over 2 hours. I don't do.
Why don't you like movies?
Huh?
Why don't you like movies?
Too long. I got short attention span.
That's my buddy likes YouTube.
Oh my God. I just remembered this full Inoue fight is at 4:25 in the morning.
It is.
Oh, okay, let me set my alarm now so I can remember.
Wait, what?
Errol Spence and Bud this weekend. Who you got?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
But I've been telling you for 2 months, Bud's gonna break his orbital bone.
I got Errol because he broke his orbital bone in a car crash and didn't care. So that does nothing for him.
No, that's why I think he's gonna break it because I think he's gonna punch him again.
I'm a Shakur Stevenson guy. So like I really don't care about none of these dudes. I think Shakur better than all.
Shakur's hilarious.
When he pulled up on Cambosos,
he's like, nah, respect, I respect what you do, but I beat your ass.
He lifted his shirt up. He said, "I'm on weight right now." Cambosos looked at his six pack and said, "You're a little chubby there." I was like, "Bro, what are you looking at?"
Y'all funny.
And what's his name? Haney's running from him.
Yeah.
Like big time.
He's vacating the belt.
Yeah, he's moving up a weight class. He wants to fight Tio.
Yeah. He's going to have to fight Progress first.
Mm-hmm. The plan is to fight him in the fall, Tio in the spring. But Shakur going to move up too?
Progress might knock his fucking face off. Shakur needs to chill out at 135. He's not. I don't think he's big enough to go to 140.
He on weight right now.
That's the new one, bro. What's good with you, man? I'm on weight right now, baby.
I lost respect for everybody that has to cut weight when I heard that. I said, Shakur ready right now? We can fight tomorrow.
That's
the real definition of anytime, anywhere, any place.
Run these scales. Run these scales, then, fool.
Oh man!
Ain't there another big one in like a couple? I know my son Jake fight in 2 weeks.
No, I think it's anyway. And them fights tomorrow. This one, I think somebody else fights on the 29th. No, this is the 29th. So yeah,
no, there's one after the Jake fight. It's like Jake, and then there's another big one I can't think of off the top of my head.
No,
maybe not Usyk.
Usyk's fighting somebody soon.
It might be Usyk then.
And when's Tyson Fury fighting?
October 29th in Ngannou. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like, obviously Tyson gonna win. Like I said, if Conor lands, Floyd's fucked. If Francis lands, Tyson is fucked. Like that, bro. That dude is literally only in this business because he was a slave. Like that's a different type of strength. That's a stone cold fact. He said it himself.
It is true.
Like it's a fact. That's a different type of strength. Like
I had a slavery question the other day, but I can't ask it.
We're about to hit the pod, so
I probably got an answer for you. I'd be doing my research.
I was like, yo,
we ever the sanctimonious. I was
like, yo, what did they do on rainy day when it rained?
Wait, what?
You pick what?
Stop. Jacob, don't catch this. Hold on, bro. Lasting thoughts. Go ahead, Deion.
Arsenal stinks. I told y'all Declan stink. I mean, we've been saying Havertz stink. What's crazy? I do want to say this about Havertz. Like, when he had the ball, if I didn't know it was him, he felt more dangerous than Saka that game. I saw the 29, so it wasn't that dangerous. But when he had the ball, it felt more dangerous than Saka until you saw the 29. I got Arrow by unanimous. I got Jake by KO.
Mm.
That's about it.
Clip that. Okay.
And Tyson better not let Francis land one too. That slave strength a little different than Deontay.
Charles, what's up, man? Give us your lasting thoughts.
I mean, well, if the Arsenal midfield isn't locked in 2 days, it might get exposed again. It can get ugly out here in these streets with my hyenas. I mean, season's finally right around the corner. And get back to that and get to taking this jersey off, put the real jerseys back on. So, I mean, it's good, man. And, as always, I just want to remind people, Gabby is only 18.
Yeah, we were talking about how young two Arsenal players were. I think Pedri's 4 years younger than Mo. Maybe 3.
So.
It's crazy. It's impressive. My lasting thoughts. Yeah, the season's right around the corner, and I don't know whether that's good or a bad thing for Arsenal. We'll figure it out. I was discouraged. It's just because it just hits a little different. Pause. Anytime you lose to United, losing to United sucks. United is just not fun. Those are two of the top 3 Banter FC clubs. You just don't want to lose to them. But it'll be a good test for them because Barcelona is right around the corner, who I think may be one of the top 2 teams in all of Europe this upcoming season. But fun times are coming ahead, at least I hope. Could be fan fiction, but I'm an optimist at heart. Appreciate y'all showing love to Kicking It With the Brothers. Don't forget to click and subscribe. We have just passed 300 subscribers. Appreciate everybody out there who is showing love to Multiplicity Media. And y'all enjoy the rest of the week. We will be back. If there's any crazy news that happens, who knows? Maybe Liverpool comes in at only $250 million. And maybe Mbappe changes his mind because Nike decides to give him a piece of the Lakers. Who knows? This is crazy times we have going on ahead. Deion, Charles, the Barca boys, y'all be easy. Take care.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah.
If Mbappe don't go to Saudi Arabia, he's racist.
Thank you.